Hello, this is Julie. I'd like to show you how to make some Thanksgiving decorations using some free files posted at the Brother Creative Center. If you go to their home page and click on Home Center, then Party Kits, and then select the Thanksgiving topic, you'll see a number of really cute designs. So I thought I'd show you how to get these designs into Make the Cut for doing print and cut projects or even paper piecing projects. So we'll get started. I kind of like these turkeys, and the turkeys themselves look similar in each of these projects. This is a place card, this is for a table, and this is a cutout. So I'll start with the turkey cutout. To get the template for it, I click on the turkey and then right click on the PDF icon and select Save Link As, and I'll just save this to my desktop called Ina's Turkey Cutout Pack 4. And then I'll go to Make the Cut and open a new page. At the top of the page I have an icon that says PDF. So if I click on the PDF, I can go to that cutout, and over on the right side I see a preview of page 1, and then if I click on this I see page 2. So we'll do this in 2 passes. This is page 1. I'll click Open, and then I will do it again. Click on the PDF, select the cutout pack, and click on page 2 of 2, then click on Open, and now I have all the portions of the design in Make the Cut. Now you notice everything comes in black and white, and everything is joined. In order to use these in Make the Cut, I can break them apart, clicking on the break, select it, click on the break icon at the bottom, which is 6th icon from the left. Then I can get rid of this text here at the top. Just select and hit delete, and I'll take this to the green screen so you can see all the parts that we brought in here. Now, since these are vector PDF files, these lines are all cutting lines that are ready to be used. They can be unstacked by right-clicking on the default layer and sending to each its own, and then every shape goes on its own layer, ready to select colors for. The first thing that I notice in this is this circle, which is where the head goes. It's a little smaller than the head, so I might need to resize this so that that circle matches the size of the head. I'll just kind of drag the selection until it approximates that size. We really only need one circle, so I'll send that to its own layer and then hide it, and select all of these feathers and click on the rotate 90 degrees to rotate it so that we can see them the way that they're going to be. Now it's kind of hard to color this object without seeing the original colors to know how I would really like these to be colored. So to accomplish that, what I'm going to do is open the PDF, which was this one right here, and you'll notice that the colors are all nice and clear in the PDF. And I want to bring these designs in to Make the Cut because I could use these as print and cut projects. These are templates that were designed for you to print to your printer and then use your scissors to cut around them and assemble them. But we don't have to use scissors if we use Make the Cut, and I'm going to show you how to get these into the software. The first thing I'll do is display this at the 75% size so that I can see the entire design on the screen. Then go to Edit and take a snapshot. If you don't have take a snapshot, you could just use the Windows snipping tool. I'm going to left click and drag around the design and release it, and then click OK. Now to bring this in to make the cut, I'll open a new page here. And this time I'm going to click on the pixel trace icon, which is center of the top screen, and click on Paste. Now I'd like to bring in all of the pieces without cutting lines in between. So I'm going to click on Texturize Path, Blackout, and take the threshold up to about 150 and click on Apply Changes. Now you'll see that I have cutting lines around the head, around the body, and around the feet, which is what I want. So I'll click on Import and Finish Tracing. The only thing that I don't need is the text up here, so I can click on this to select it, click on Split, which is the fifth icon from the left. Then I can select that text and delete it. I can see the colors better if I go to the contrast matte. So you see that I have the actual shapes, and if I go to the fill outline, I mean just the outline, you see that the cutting lines are just around the outside, so that I can actually print these and have them cut just around the edges, and then I can glue these pieces together. The other part of the design, I'll click again on the turkey cutout PDF file and go to the second page and do the same thing. This time again I'll go to Edit and take a snapshot and drag around the entire design and release the mouse. Click OK. Go in to make the cut, click on the pixel trace, paste, and texturize path and blackout. Now because we have some lighter colors, when I click Apply Changes, it hasn't picked up all the colors yet. If I go to 150 that I used for the darker colors, it still doesn't pick up all of the colors. So I need to take this one up to about 215 so that all the pieces will be showing. And I have nice clean cutting lines all around the shape, and I'll click on Import, Finish Tracing, and let's rotate this one around 90 degrees a few times. You take it over here and see what it looks like. It still looks like this isn't quite the right size, so I can just resize it there to fit. I'm going to split this as well to get rid of the text here, and we'll look at outline here to see that we now have cutting lines ready all around this shape, and we can layer these pieces to see what they might look like. We can resize if we need to. Get the feet where we want them. And once we get these arranged the way we want to have them, we can make another little change to this. I wonder if I would like this to go up a layer or down a layer. You can move them up or down here. I'll move the feet to their own layer, move them below. We could trace that beak and put it on top if we wanted to. Now if we would like to have this so that it's got a background layer on it, we could do a shadow layer. What I like to do though is select it all, hold Control and Shift and drag, and then we have this icon at the bottom which will create a texture snapshot, and instead of having 4 different pieces now, what we'll have is a single background outline that we can overlap everything on, and we can get kind of a decoupage effect by having this printed out as the bottom layer, then have it pop dots to put this layer on top of it, and layer this piece here, and we can layer this piece here. And if I wanted to, I could bring in that beak in order to layer it. I could layer the eyes, but maybe that's where this other page will come in nice and handy, because we happen to have all the pieces available. If I want the eyes and the beak and all the separate pieces, I have them over here. And if you recall, I didn't know how to color any of these, so what I can do is go to this new page, select this piece here, copy it, Control C, then come back over here to the default page, Control Shift V to paste, and it goes on the active layer. So I will click it, send it to its own layer at the top, and we'll make this contrast so we can see it here. And now I can see the colors a little bit, and now I can select the pieces that I want to change the colors. So I'll start with these feet here, hold a Shift to select the feet, send them to their own layer at the top, and we'll make these by clicking on the color box. I'll make these orange, and I'll hide everything as I change the color. The next one I'd like to do maybe the head. I'll hold a Shift and get the body, and then maybe these are the dark browns, so I'll get this wing and send those to their own layer. Change those to brown. I only have a light brown here, but if I click the brown, then click on custom color, I can move this slider so that I can make it darker and add that to custom colors here. So I now have these pieces as brown, and I would like to have this piece also be brown. I'll send it to its own layer and click on the color icon. Now I can click on custom and make it also the same brown. And I'm going to join those pieces because there's a little decorative line in there that really should stay with that. And I'll do the same thing here. And we'll hide the brown layers. We have the nose, it's gold. So I'll send it to the top and click on gold. Then I have the white parts of the eyes, hold Shift to select both and send them to their own layer and make them white. And these wings here are a little lighter brown, but also these every other one here is the darker color. We'll send all of those to their own layer, and I'll do a custom color on this one, maybe make it a little lighter, and OK. So I'll hide that, and we have the black parts of the eyes. I'll hide the white parts so we can grab the black. And then there's these little pieces of white you see here, but the thing that I don't see is the option for the gray. To get the gray, what I'm going to do is select the things that are black and send them to their own layer at the top and change those to black. But I'm going to hold Control Shift and click on those to make another set of black. I'm going to hold a Shift now and click on these little circles to select them and join them. And now I'm going to click on the gray and the black and do a Boolean join, I think. Ooh, have to ungroup them a little bit. Let's see. Try that again. You can only have two things selected. So those two will be joined, and then the gray, these circles here, I'm going to join those, and now I'm going to hold a Shift with the gray selected and the black selected. Now I'll do Boolean join. What I want to do is subtract the circle to give me that little gray there, which is what I want, so I'll click to apply. So now I can click on the gray portions and send them to their own layer and hide them. Make sure these are black. Yeah. And then we have some little feet here. Those should probably be brown. We join them and send them to their own layer and make them brown. And then we have some more of these feathers here. You can make them whatever colors that you want. We're starting right here with these. So maybe I'll click every other one to get kind of the light brownish colors. Join them and send them to their own layer. Click on the brown at the top and hide them. I hide them so that I can see which ones I haven't selected yet. So now I'm working on the middle layer here, and we have every other one is slightly different color tan. So I'll do every other feather on the middle layer. And send those to their own layer and make them tan and hide them. And then we have these other bigger ones. And send those to their own layer and maybe make those a little bit different color tan. Hide them. Now we have maybe the remainder all can be a real light color. And send them to their own layer. And this circle we don't need this circle. But now what I'll do is I'll click on the eyeball and show all and change everything to contrast matte. And it looks like maybe I need to change the colors of these to something maybe a little darker. I will click on custom color and drag them down a little bit darker. You can change the colors as you like. And it seems like maybe it would be nice to have an extra one of these at the top back. If I split those, I can grab this one, hold Control Shift click, and then I've got an extra one that I can rotate up here. Click on it to get the curved handles. And now I have a lot of individual pieces that I can use, and I can glue all these together to make my final design. And I can borrow this nose if I want. Control Shift click, go to this other page where I was needing a nose to overlay on this one. Control Shift V. I didn't need that. I needed to get, I want that nose. Copy, Control C, and paste. Control Shift V, send it to its own layer, and now I've got a nose that I can use and resize to lay over this if I wanted this to be a layered piece. So this page over here can be print and cut either as a whole single piece, such as this bottom piece is. If I hide everything, I see I've got a piece that's all one line, and that can serve as a background, or I can overlay, stack different design pieces on it to do a print and cut. So we have several options here. So on this page now, I have separate individual pieces that can all be used to create a complete project. For paper piecing, and I have print and cut projects that I can do. So this is just an idea of how you might use some of these different free designs to create some nice Thanksgiving projects. Now if you wanted to add a tag, you could grab the tag also from one of the other PDF files. Let's say that I wanted this one. I can right click on Turkey Place Card, save link as, and get the place card so I can open it. And this is the card itself that you can print and cut if you want that design. Now we already have a turkey, but here we can use this design to get the tag. If we need it, go to Edit and take a snapshot. Grab it, click OK, and I'll open a new page on this design and go to PDF. I can do two things. I can do the place card, which brings the design in, which would give me, if I break this apart, it would give me the tag right here. If I wanted to do the trace, I could also trace it by pasting what I got here. Click on Texturized Path, or I'll do color. Pixel trace by color, click on the block and just click on this tag so that I want just that one color. Then click on Import. Now I can break this apart and I can grab the tag and I can get rid of the other if I don't want it. Now to add it to my project, I can just do a shadow. I'd like to leave it about 0.08 and accept. So now I have a tag. I'll copy it and take it over to this new page. Control Shift V, pastes in place, and now I can resize it to be whatever I need it to be. If I want to hide the feet, I can do that. I can make it as big as I want, and I can put any text that I want on that design. So that's just another way to get other pieces in. So again, we could trace, or we can just grab the shape that we need from the PDF. The other thing that was nice on one of these others was the Happy Thanksgiving And again, we can go to edit, take a snapshot, and we could take a snapshot of the whole thing. And we can bring just that portion in with a pixel trace, paste, and we can do it by color, apply, and import, break it apart, and get rid of some of these things that we don't need. We can resize this and just select the letters to join them, send them to their own layer, and change them to a darker color. And we have now a tag we can make a background for, or a label. Control C, copy, and we can take it over to our other page, Control Shift V, and we can resize that to work with our design if we like. Or we can add a new page, go to PDF, and we can find that place card and click on Open, and it gives us all the pieces that we need. And that's the place card. I wanted to get the other. We go to PDF, and there's Happy Thanksgiving. So again, it's all grouped together, but I can break apart, and then I can select just the things that I want. Grab the text, join. Got the feet there, don't need them. And I think I have the legs in there too. And I'm just deleting those. And the little A is connected to something else. So I'll hunt for that. I'm using Control Z and typing 4 and 3 to zoom in there. There's the happy. So I already have the tag. I don't want the feet. So I'll just delete the feet. The leg, the leg, make this a little bit zoom out. Now I can select the text and join it. And you notice that it's overlapping here but not welded, so I'm going to break that apart. And I'm going to select the text and weld it. Oh, I lost the insides. So I don't want to weld the insides, and I'll move this away. And if I join that, it overlaps, so we don't want to join it. I just hold a shift and click the outsides of the letters. And weld. Now those are welded, and now I can join them. No, they didn't weld. Click on weld. Now they're welded. And join. And again with these, I'm just clicking on the outsides of the letters to select them. Weld those. Click on join. I can weld these together. And now we've got a title. I can select and type S to stack and reposition if I like. And color these if I want. So I can copy and move them over to the other page. Now you'll see on this one that it was much easier and quicker just to trace that Happy Thanksgiving from the original without having to worry about losing inner pieces and selecting each letter. Control Shift V gives us this, and we can do the shadow. And we have the plain tags if we want to add names or anything to them. So we can do a lot of fun things with these designs, either using the vector lines from the PDF file or taking a picture. So hopefully this has been helpful for you to learn how to use these free print and cut project pages. So I look forward to seeing what you do with them. Talk to you later. Bye.